Welcome to Emily and Emerson's NIL News Story Podcast. Hello, today I am joined with Emerson Priest as we talk about how we created our NIL news story. After a few long days of working on this project, we are proud to say that we have it finished, and we would like to reflect on how we got here. For this project, I was in charge of the Vox Pop video, taking one image and editing the news story. Emerson was in charge of sitting down and talking to our interviewees, as well as writing the first draft of the news story. Since there was only two of us, the workload was pretty heavy on both parts. So Emerson, first I would like to ask you, what was the most challenging part of your role and why?
I agree with you, Emily, that it was challenging to divide up the work between two people, but overall, I think the most challenging aspect of this project was just trying to figure out how to write the news story, how to get inside of the head of a reporter and really act like one. And I think that was the most challenging for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, going off of that, I'd say for me, the biggest challenge that I had was trying to get people to do the man on the street interviews. I know a lot of people around campus can get very scared when they see a person with the camera because they don't know what their intentions are. So I just had to do my best to reassure those who I asked to interview.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Adding on to that, what was something that you felt you learned through this process of reporting during the NIL story?
I think something I learned the most was how to ask questions to the interviewees and how to get the best responses possible for them, and just really encourage them to dig deeper and asking also very specific questions. I found that the more general and less focused questions I asked, the more unclear the answers were. So by really kind of pushing them to continue and dig a little deeper in their answers, I was able to get way better content.
Yeah, I like that.
What about you?
Yeah.
What do you feel?
I would say something I learned through the process is that it's really important to find strong sources as early as you can. I know we struggled with that a little bit at the end, having one of our members drop out at the last second. But Emerson and I put it off for a little bit longer than we should have, but we still found a way to find good sources, and it worked out in our favor in the end, and I'm happy with where we ended with the project.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very happy with how we finished. I think we had kind of started off on a rough foot, but we really pulled it together, and I think we did a really good job overall.
All right, I think we have just about covered everything. Thank you all for listening. See you next time.